the strife and the garbage that's going on out there before the show. Anyway, good morning. I'm Rayford Brown.
And I'm Kelly Knapp.
And welcome to Live and Local Real Talk for this final edition of the Live and Local show for this week. And we appreciate you joining us. We've got open mic Friday. How's that sound? Y'all want to chat? Now is your time between now and about 8 o'clock. After 8 o'clock or during the 8 o'clock hour, we're going to have a young lady we're going to be having a talk with about the abortion bill here in North Carolina. Mm-hmm. She's going to join us by phone. She's with the Susan B. Anthony Pro-Life Group for the Southern Division. She is the regional director. So we'll be chatting with her at 8 o'clock by phone. Mm-hmm. And at 8:30, I'm going to turn the telephones off. So if you want to chat, you better chat now because the phones will be turned off at that point in time. They'll flash, but I ain't going to answer them because Kelly has got so much dumb crook news to catch up with.
Look, I got my picture up of that story that I think is this is like the best story ever. I wish I could show this picture. It's so great.
You can put a link to it up on Facebook or something.
I could.
But anyway, so we're just going to do that so we can get caught up on dumb crook news. And besides that, I need a chance to take a little rest.
Tired.
I may sleep between now and then too, from time to time. If you want to talk with us about pretty much any topic this morning, now is your time. You've got between now and 8 o'clock. 910-333-0139. What's your favorite fishing story? You got any lies you want to share?
No.
If you haven't looked at our Facebook page, yesterday I posted a couple of pictures of alligators again. Oh my goodness gracious. And I finally got a picture of an alligator actually coming out of the water, crawling up onto the log. And so I shot pictures of him during that time. And I also got a photograph of the same gator when I called him over to the dock where I was standing.
Mm-hmm. So how'd you do that? Whistled his name?
I clapped.
And he came to you?
He came to me.
Are you being serious?
Yes, I am. Ask anybody down there. I do that from time to time. Alligators, they like that little... And he made a beeline for me.
Why? What is that? What do they think that is?
I have no clue. But anyway, he came by and I got some really up close and personal pictures with him, about 3 feet away from me. So it was nice.
What did he want? Cute. Like food?
I mean, gators want food all the time. But anyway, that's beside the point. But for whatever reason, he made his way over to me, and I just took his picture, and then he made his way back and climbed up on the log with 2 turtles.
Those are his friends.
The 2 turtles were actually, I think they were kissing. No. They were head to head.
Kissing him? Or
no, kissing each other.
Okay. Huh.
So it was an interesting day with camera in hand. So check out our Facebook page if you want to see that and make comments. You can call us too. You got any good gator stories? As a kid, I remember seeing one alligator in the wild as a kid. They were an endangered species.
Well, they're not anymore.
No, they're not anymore. They've actually opened up hunting for them. And people keep saying, well, why aren't people hunting these alligators? Because nobody has gone before the Onslow County Commissioners to request that the commissioners allow hunting in Onslow County. There are strict rules on it.
But aren't they protected?
Not anymore.
Not at all?
Nope.
I don't know.
But you can't kill them. You can't go out and just shoot them. You can't do that because unless you have a permit. And the permits they will issue a certain number of permits. If you qualify and abide by the rules, there's only a certain way you can do it. You can't just go out there and randomly start shooting at them.
Well, I just don't like, I'm not a hunter. I'm not a fan of hunting. I know some people are. That's cool. But I just don't understand why you would just kill a creature just to kill a creature.
Well, it's not to kill a creature just to kill it, because
Mhm.
the meat in these alligators is good.
No, I've actually tried it before. It was gross.
Oh, no. I've
When I
tried it
lived in
before.
Florida, it was gross.
It's wonderful.
I think it's gross.
Gator gumbo is
No.
absolutely
I was
delicious.
not a fan.
Yeah, well, you're not a fan of a lot of stuff.
That's true.
So,
Yeah, but I didn't like. And maybe it's because I knew what I was eating. I don't know, but I just didn't like it.
you got that.
I don't like deer meat either. It's just
Well,
too,
then you're really wrong.
no.
Mm.
Ugh. No.
Venison chili, deer chili is some of the best stuff in the world. It's not like cow chili. Cow chili is, it's got a lot of fat in it, number one.
It does.
Deer meat, just to brown it, you have to add oil to it.
I just think it's
'Cause
very
there's-
salty. Just don't like it.
Salty.
It was to me. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I just didn't like the taste. I had it as a kid and got very upset when I found out what I was eating. But yeah.
Well, anyway, it's good stuff, and wonderful. I love it.
I've had it. It's fine.
You probably like things like collards, right?
I do like collards.
I don't.
Up until probably 2 years ago, I never liked grits, and I'm from North Carolina.
Well, you're wrong.
I like them now.
What changed?
I got diverticulitis, and all of a sudden I was limited to what I could eat, and I found out I liked them. I like the white ones better than the yellow, though. But I mean, I like them both. But
I like them with lots of butter.
I put butter in mine. I don't get crazy with it, but yeah. But
and shrimp and grits if you do it right.
Sound like shrimp, but yeah.
You don't like shrimp?
Mm-mm. I used to, but I don't anymore. I used to eat shrimp up. I just don't no more. I don't eat shrimp now.
My goodness gracious.
But I do like grits.
I think it's a psychological thing.
Do you like hominy?
Nope.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of hominy either.
Nope.
Yeah.
You probably like tofu stuff too, don't you?
I don't like it. My doctor had me eating it. I'm not a fan of tofu. It's like I don't like Jell-O, and to me it reminds me of Jell-O. I'm just not a fan of Jell-O.
I can't relate the two of them, but I'm
They
not
just
a big
it's the
fan
same
of Jell-O
consistency.
either.
Like Jell-O just feels I just don't like the way it feels. Like the texture. There's no taste.
No,
Not do a Jell-O shot, but I'm just saying. I mean, maybe that makes it taste better, but yeah, I'm not a Jell-O fan.
Everything goes better with whiskey, right?
I guess it depends on the whiskey, but yeah. But yeah,
Whatever.
I'm not. Tofu's like Jell-O.
You're from Ireland.
I know, like
No, that's the problem.
Yeah. I'm hungry now. We're talking about food.
I know. I'm thinking about that.
I know. I'm like, could go.
I got some peanut bars in there.
Oh yeah, right. You know what? That'll be a trip to the ER right there. I'm not trying to do it.
910-333-0139. Lee, I know you're laughing your backside off this morning. So
yes, but she's where she can eat. She's sitting there thinking, I can eat right now.
All she's got to do is go to the fridge and get something out.
Yeah. Well, now that she's got a new fridge, yes.
Yeah.
She just needs a stove and she'll be complete.
I think she fixed her stove.
Did she?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was a wiring problem.
Oh, was it? Well,
yeah. So she rewired or did something.
I would have just bought a new one, but
I think that's what she told me.
Okay. Well, good. Now she can cook. So
well, a new one would have still been bad because it wasn't the plug; it was the wire or whatever. So she did herself a world of good.
Well,
hey guys, if you're single and you would like a lady that can handle things around the house, you can call Lee.
Yeah.
Do you want to give you her number? No, I'm not going to.
No, but she can even change oil in a car.
You have to change oil in a car?
I know, right?
That's what I got Blacks for.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah.
They change it for you?
Blacks, tire service? Absolutely. They service my vehicle. Whether it needs it or not.
Hey, that's always a good thing.
Preventative maintenance, that's what it's all about. Yep. And that's what I do. And
it's amazing what will happen to your car if you don't change your oil. I mean, that's something I've known. You always change your oil.
Yeah, so, it quits working.
It will.
910-333-0139. Let's go on down to.
Oh, you're going the border, aren't you?
Where?
The border.
Well, that's part of it. That's the major part of it. Okay. Yes, it is.
Where else are we going down to?
That's all. Title 42.
It's a whole hot mess going on down there.
And gone. That's the Title 42 was a thing that kept people who wanted to come into the U.S. from coming into the U.S. until they applied while they were down in Mexico or wherever. They could apply anywhere, but they didn't stop them from violating that order.
Yeah.
But that order has now expired as of
has.
midnight.
Yep.
Now they're bracing. We should be bracing for the influx of hundreds of thousands, if not millions, flooding our border, coming into the United States. Border Patrol is working to, like, holy mackerel, what are we going to do with them? We can't stop them. The president says we can't keep them down there, even though they're illegal. We cannot stop them from coming into the United States.
Right. It's a mess. I got a friend that lives in Texas, and it is a mess down there.
This guy has absolutely no idea how much damage that he's doing to this country. I'm talking about Biden. He's going to make a whole lot of Americans living along the border do things that they should not be doing. I have no doubt about it.
Yeah, I agree with that.
They show up on their property. People in Texas and Arizona and New Mexico, they're going to take the law into their own hands, knowing that the law is not out there to protect them from the intrusions. We know that those, many of them coming across the border, have damaged property.
Yeah.
They've stolen,
committed assaults,
assaulted people, raped people,
murders.
We know that they have done that.
But I think the bigger picture is terrorists.
Now they're being welcomed to do that.
Well, terrorists have been using that border as a way to get in here too. These aren't just, people from Central South America coming in. These are terrorists that are coming. We're talking, terrorists from Yemen, terrorists from Saudi Arabia, terrorists from Iraq, Al-Qaeda terrorists, ISIS terrorists, all those. These
they've been
Chinese
staging.
terrorists.
They've been staging in this country for quite some time.
We are going to have a mess on our hands.
We've already got a mess.
Yeah,
but
okay. We're going to have a bigger mess.
It's going to be an There will be an outbreak.
There will be.
There's zero doubt. Homeland Security sees it.
Yeah.
Rational Americans see it. So what do we do about it?
I don't know. What do you do?
Hunker down.
Yeah. It's all you can do.
Yeah. Hunker down. Get your own generator, get your own everything, so you can hunker down in case it's needed.
Yeah.
And it's going to be an internal, I don't want to call it a conflict, because it's going to be an internal war inside this country.
I agree.
It's going to be Americans against everybody else. And that's not going to be nice, because who gets caught up in all of that? First of all, the terrorists are trained.
Very much so.
Most Americans are not. You might have a gun at your house. You might have 50 guns at your house. But unless you're trained to use them, you are not going to win.
But terrorists are also trained in other kind of skills, like bomb making, pressure cooker bombs. They were using shoes. I mean, come on now.
And
anything you can think of.
And just chaos and mayhem across the country.
And we live in an area, I mean, it's never happened, but being here in Onslow County, we're a huge target because of the base. If they wanted to try to get at the military, they're going to come here. I mean, it's never happened, but it could. And look at how unsecured our waterways are around here. I've been out there on a boat. I know how easy it is to get on a base on a boat.
Yes, I do too.
And it's kind of scary if you really think about it.
Yeah, I can't drive on the base without getting all sorts of permission and getting a sponsor and this and that and whatever.
Name it, blood and all kinds of stuff. Yeah. But you can get there quick on a boat.
But I can take my boat and go down to Southwest Creek and just pull over there on the side on the New River Air Station border and get out and walk up to the airport, to the airstrip out there.
Yeah.
I can do that.
We've done it on Lejeune over by the golf course. It's doable.
You can do it on the opposite side of the river.
It's scary.
Many places along there that I can't get to legally, and I can't get there legally by doing that either because it's called trespassing.
Yeah.
But people do it
all the time. They have a beach over there. Yeah.
So, what's to stop terrorists from doing the same thing?
That's what I'm saying. Yes.
How? It's a scary thought.
It is.
And something we should be concerned about. I do not think that they will attack the military.
No.
Okay, because the retaliation would be
I agree,
devastating.
but if you were going to just do something to get people riled up, go set a bomb off over there or something, just enough to frighten, because that's what a lot of terrorism is that fear.
Yeah, that's what
I don't think they're going to invade the base.
Oh,
they don't have that kind of ability.
No, they will lose.
But you could get some idiot on there to do just enough habit to, or get on the base and just cause one little disruption, just enough to, like I said, scare the public. It's doable.
It is doable.
And it's kind of scary.
Those ospreys coming in every afternoon, flying very low. It doesn't, you're not going to bring one down unless you got, equipment to do it, which they probably do not have.
Well, you never know. I wouldn't put anything
but
past
they
them.
can put holes in it.
Yeah.
They could create a lot of damage.
A little surface-to-air missile would work. One of those little
but
launcher things that you hold on your shoulder.
First of all, you got to get it into the country, and I know they're here.
Well, if I could come in by boat, it'd be easy to do.
Yeah. But does all that concern me? Not so much as just where are they going to put these people that are coming in here illegally? The people up in Chicago are up in arms right now because they're opening up a closed school, high school.
For what?
To house the anticipated thousands that are going to show up in Chicago.
No way.
Oh, yes. Who's going to support them? Chicago taxpayers. That's who's going to support them.
Yeah, yeah. I didn't know that.
Oh, yes. So, and that's the kind of stuff that's going to happen nationwide. We're going to get them here.
We are.
They're going to be dropped off by Border Patrol people because they got nowhere else to put them. What else are they going to do with them? We're going to spread the wealth. We're going to take them to every corner of this country.
Yeah.
North Carolina, get ready. Here they come. And what are we supposed to do? Put them to work? Yeah, illegally. That's what will happen. Oh, my God. 910-333-0139. Your time is limited, so give us a ring. You're live in local Real Talk Freedom 97.1, 1120 AM, WSME, and we'll be right back.
We've unlocked the vaults, and we're replaying Casey Kasem's American Top 40, the 70s. This week is from May 13th, 1972. That's when Aretha Franklin was daydreaming. Billy Preston was out of space. War was slipping into darkness. And Roberta Flack remembered the first time ever I saw your face. You'll hear those songs and all the Top 40 hits from May 13th, 1972, right here on American Top 40, the 70s.
Check out Casey Saturday mornings 8 to 11 on Freedom 97.1, 1120 AM, WSME.
Ray Magliozzi here for eBay Motors. Hey, easy now. You're teaching a kid how to parallel park. Ouch! Turns out he likes to do it by feel. Don't worry, eBay Motors has bumpers, taillights, trunk lids, license plate holders, 122 million parts. Pull up just a little bit. And headlights. They've got lots of headlights. Get the right parts at the right prices. eBay Motors. Let's ride.
Straight Talk Wireless now has the new iPhone 13 with cinematic mode, which lets you focus on what matters. And with Straight Talk, you can focus on getting the best deal. Our Silver Unlimited plan is just $45 a month for unlimited talk, text, and data. And it runs on the largest, most dependable networks. Now with nationwide 5G. With the iPhone 13 on Straight Talk, you can share whatever you want, wherever you want. Straight Talk Wireless. 5G capable device required. Actual availability, coverage, and speed may vary. See terms and conditions at straighttalk.com.
Mills International Incorporated, your local Cub Cadet dealer, is ready for spring, and you should be too, with the Cub Cadet XT Enduro Series. These lawn tractors are engineered for strength, comfort, and versatility. Each machine features a strong deck with a variety of sizes available, designed to deliver a premium cut. An assortment of attachments and accessories sold separately allow you to use your mower for more than just cutting grass. Stop by Mills International Incorporated today and find out how the Cub Cadet XT Enduro Series is tailored to help unlock all the possibilities of your lawn. Head to your local Cub Cadet dealer, Mills International Incorporated, at 801 South Queen Street, Kinston, for exceptional offers, expert advice, and superior service.
A plan every adult family member should consider is the pre-arranged funeral. It's the worry-saving thing to do for your family. Making pre-arrangements helps to alleviate the additional stress on family members that can come with arranging a loved one's funeral. Jones Funeral Home's prepaid funeral plan helps remove confusion. They make a practical evaluation of costs possible, and it's the best way to take an unpleasant task off the shoulders of the family. Call Jones Funeral Home at 455-1281.
With locations in Jacksonville, Richland, Swansboro, and Holly Ridge.
Welcome to Lane & Associates Family Dentistry, where we love to make you smile. Now proud to be working with Drs. Kim and Tommy Morgan, formerly Morgan Family Dentistry. The Jacksonville and Richlands Morgan offices of Lane & Associates Family Dentistry blends the latest technology with personal care and attention, so you have an amazing dental experience. The offices of Lane & Associates welcome all ages and accepts all major insurances, including military. Lane & Associates Family Dentistry has been serving the state of North Carolina for over 40 years. Locations in Jacksonville, Richlands, and Maysville. Call for an appointment today at 877-LANE-DDS or online at lanedds.com. Welcome to Lane & Associates Family Dentistry.
Hello, shoppers, and happy Mother's Day from your locally owned and operated Piggly Wiggly store down home down the street where good things cost less over on the Richlands Highway here in Jacksonville and Main Street in Maysville. Half-cut boneless ribeye loin, just $9.99 a pound. How about fresh ground beef patties, $4.79 a pound. Whole Boston butt is just $1.29 a pound. Western ribs or pork steaks, just $1.99 a pound. Boneless chuck roast, just $4.79 a pound. And whole chickens are just $1.49 a pound. And remember, the beef and pork is cut fresh every day by the butchers at your locally owned and operated Piggly Wiggly store, and they use only the finest certified Angus beef and Sanderson's Farm chicken. Over in produce, you get a 1 pound package of fresh strawberries for just $2.99. Whole seedless watermelons, just $4.99 each. Yellow or zucchini is only $1.99 a pound. How about extra large, genuine Vidalia onions, just $1.49 a pound. And ruby grape tomatoes, just $1.99 a pint. And tropical mangoes are only 99 cents each. And you get 3 6-packs of Pepsi or Mountain Dew for just $11. That's your locally owned and operated Wiggly store down home down the street where good things cost less. Richlands Highway, Jacksonville, and Main Street in Maysville. Remember, save big with the pig.
It's live and local. Real talk on Freedom 97.1, 1120 AM, WSME.
And we're back. And, Townline Marine and Family. It is a family event there. And the George and Elise, of course, own the place. Their 2 kids are there on a regular basis. They empty the trash. They take it out in the afternoon late and take care of business. And, they're just, it's a good place to visit. It's a good place to work, but it's a great place to visit as well. If you want some information, if you want some advice on where to go fishing and what to fish with, and what the professional guides are using as their choice of lures, Townline Marine, they'll be glad to share it with you. Nothing like getting advice from the people who do it for a living. That's the best way to do it, because the people like the professional guides in this area, they have to put their clients on fish. And they don't all keep the fish, as most of them are a catch and release thing. They just enjoy
They like the thrill of the hunt, basically.
There are so many people out there who fish that don't even like to eat fish.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not one of those, but there are a lot of them out there, and they just like to go and catch fish for the sport. It's just a sport.
Yeah.
That's all it is. So if you want to know what the professionals are using, stop by Tideline. Tell them what kind of fish you're looking for. You will find some advice. Most of it's going to be personal. A lot of it's going to be coming from the pros. And all the pros also shop at Tideline.
Mhm.
So that's the cool thing. Got it? Tideline Marine, 159 Old Bridge Street, on the banks of the New River in downtown Jacksonville. Today, winds out of the south at 5 to 10, seas 2 to 3. Dominant period 6 seconds, sounds and rivers a light chop. Tomorrow, southwesterly winds again 5 to 10, increasing to 10 to 15 in the afternoon, 2 to 3 footers. Dominant period 5 seconds, sounds and rivers a light chop, increasing to a moderate chop in the afternoon. And Sunday, looking really good again. Winds out of the west, the fishing is best, 10 to 15 knots. Seas 2 to 3, sounds and rivers a moderate chop.
Today, sunny, high of 82. Tonight, clear, low of 60. And tonight will be a little bit gusty with gusts as high as 15 miles an hour. Tomorrow, mostly sunny, high of 83 and gusty with gusts as high as 18 miles an hour. Tomorrow night, mostly cloudy, low of 64, but could still be gusty tomorrow night. Then on Sunday, mostly cloudy, a high of 82, but no gusts.
Well, that's to honor our moms.
True that.
Don't forget, Sunday is Mother's
It is
Day.
Mother's
Hello, knock, knock. What are you guys going to be doing? You're a mom. I'm not.
I am a mom.
Yep, you're a mom. So you got special plans?
I'll be out of town.
Oh, that's right. It's also birthday weekend.
Yeah.
So you're going to leave your children behind and leave them.
They know where I'll be if they want to come down there and see me.
Uh-huh. And they won't.
I know, but it's okay.
Yeah, Kelly's got a birthday on
Monday.
So she takes a month off.
I wish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much. But anyway, she'll be down in Myrtle Beach. If you happen to see her down there, wish her happy birthday and a happy Mother's Day on Sunday.
Yeah.
What was one of your best Mother's Days that you can remember?
The day I became a mom.
Mm-hmm.
Every day is Mother's Day for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I love my kids.
Yeah,
so.
I know you do. And your grand.
And my grandson now. He's
yeah.
the bomb. I love that kid. Yes.
So, are you taking Robin with you?
Maybe. No, I am. Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Well, that's good.
Yeah.
So maybe
It's gonna be good weather.
Do what?
It's gonna be good weather.
It's going to be great weather.
hmm
And you're going to get in the ocean and go swimming?
No, and I wanted to parasail, but it's not warm enough yet. The water's not. I'm just gonna have to wait. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go down in July and do it. I'm gonna parasail. I'm determined. Nobody will do it with me. I'm just gonna do it by myself.
Well, you got to have a boat.
Well, yeah, no, I'm gonna go with one of those companies. Yeah.
Well, it'll be all right.
Yeah.
I hear it's a lot of fun.
I want to do it. I've always
I call
wanted
it
to.
shark
Can't
dipping.
never- but you know what's gonna happen.
Is
So
there-
I'm just gonna
they're-
have.
they're
I'm gonna
gonna-
wear like a helmet cam just to prove that I know what happened.
You think you get your sharks
I'm
coming up to you,
telling you,
nipping at
I
your
will
toes?
be looking down, and they lower you towards the water something to dip you. And when my feet almost get there, there's going to be a shark. I just know this. So at least my helmet cam will have proof.
Hey, Steve, how are you?
Hey, good morning, guys. Doing
good
well
morning.
as you are.
Yeah,
Well,
we're good.
We're hanging in here. What's going on?
Oh, not a whole lot. Just want to call and say hey this morning before y'all get busy. I know y'all said it was going to be more busy today.
Gonna be,
Yeah, we
it's
got
Friday. We're tired.
We got a
and-
guest at
Yeah.
8 o'clock, and
Yeah,
then
we
we're
do.
going to kind of shut the phones down at 8:30, so Kelly can do her dumb crook news because she's got enough
I
of it
love
saved
this
up over
opening
here.
story with the
Mm.
phone. I've got to figure out how to get this picture online of this picture. Yeah, it's too dumb for word. It is dumb.
Steve, you got any plans for the weekend?
Yeah, well, I'm going to be busy. I'm playing tonight, tomorrow night, and Sunday.
Oh wow, you are going to be busy.
Yeah, I played last night up more here too. So this is a 4-show week.
Okay.
Almost like a job, man. You know,
At the same place or different places?
different places.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right, you've heard us
How
talk.
about y'all? Got big fun?
No,
I'm going out of town.
Yeah, Robbie, Kelly's going out of town. She's going to speak in her birthday weekend.
Mm-hmm.
down in Myrtle,
Yep, that's my plan.
Raising Cane.
Well,
Happy
not at all.
birthday early.
Thank you. Yeah, it's Monday. Yeah, and I won't be in here Monday. So yeah.
I got you.
Yeah.
I got you.
The
Yeah. I wanted to call in and say hey and tell y'all have a blessed weekend, and thank you for another good week's shows.
Thank you.
It's been
Appreciate
pretty
your comments.
Yeah, yeah. That's been a
You're
good,
welcome,
good
guys.
time.
All right.
Y'all have a good one.
Yeah,
Bye.
you too. Take care. Think we got Tim on the line here too, right?
Hey, Tim.
Ye to the hottest morning, and Shug, you got to understand something. You do not have a birthday. It's not a day anymore. You got to get rid of the day part. It's birth month. It's just plain birth month. Now, that special day, yeah, you do. That's the way it is at the Thomas Plantation. Trust me.
Is it? Okay.
Natalie and Diane, July is birth month. For Saint Diane and Princess Natalie is November.
I like it.
So, yeah, it's birth month. Now, I hadn't done it, but I try to get Diane a little something every week. Now, so, I'm, not much. Just like Mother's Day, I get her the same thing I usually get her. I get her a hanging basket, and I take her to wherever she wants to go eat, even though I probably won't like it. But I'll do it. I mean, I've talked to your hubby before, and he's sometimes he's done that. But I was going to ask, since your birth month, and we have fussed about this for maybe 3 years now.
Yeah.
Do you still mow your own grass?
No, but only because my doctor tested me. I'm allergic to the grass. But if I could find it, like you told me, it exists an enclosed air conditioned mower, I would be doing it because I like mowing the yard.
Oh, they got them, sweet.
I know. We got to talk to Robin about that. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and I wasn't sure because we couldn't get you a canopy.
No,
God
no.
knows we tried.
Yeah, I know. Y'all tried.
I mean, Robin,
yep. He fought you on that
Robin's
one.
tight.
Yes, he is.
He's spending too much time buying Brill cream and all that other.
Yeah.
I don't know what the heck he's doing.
Yeah.
And he needs to. But now the air conditioner, they got it. Trust me, honey, they got it.
That's what I
You may
want.
not see it,
Yeah.
they order. You can't go to Lowe's or Home Depot and get something like that. You have to go
Special order.
maybe you had a special. Go to one of the great outdoors. I mean, it's just like going to Lowe's or going somewhere, Walmart, trying to buy a boat. Well, you're a whole lot better off to go up there, and I'm bugging him. If you want something, you may have to spend $1 or $2 more, but go to Tideline Marine. Go to the pros.
Right.
And I say that on everything, not just that part. But you're a lawnmower dealer, and you can get one. And so help me, I try to find a trailer to haul it home for you. And I couldn't wait to see Robin's face because I do love to pick on him a little bit.
Oh, I know.
So, yeah, that is the agenda.
Okay, that's
He
a plan.
needs to break bad, and I'll be glad to help haul it. I'll find a trailer and get you that air-conditioned lawnmower.
I would love it.
But you got to quit saying birthday. You got to say birth month.
First of all, there's only one birthday that you will ever have.
Yeah,
That's the
the day
day
I
that
was
you're born.
born.
The rest of it is your anniversary of your birth.
Yeah, right. The anniversary of your birth. That's exactly right, Ray. Big Ray has got it. Hit the nail on the head. I wanted to throw that in. You've been saying birthday month, stuff like that. I'm not. It's just like my dear little sweet Princess Natalie calls me yesterday, and she's in Lowe's, and she says, I need a drill. Okay.
A drill. Okay.
What do you want? Well, what do I need to buy? I said, the cheapest one they got. It's not like you. Because she was looking for something to color my. I said, no, you don't. And I said, what are you doing? She said, I need to drill 2 holes. I said, have you seen Daniela around this week? Well, no. Well, you need to get up with him. He'll drill the 2 holes for you. I have paid him to do that, I guarantee you, one time or another. Because if I go see her and I see him, I slip him a 20 for helping her out, and he does. He's one of the maintenance guys, and he does a little extra special for her sometimes. Or if she's toting something in and he sees it, he'll help her. Great guy, fantastic guy. But she finally, excuse me, she you. I said, just find somebody to get you a drill, get the cheapest thing you got, and buy a little thing of drill bit. Calls me back. So what'd you get, Craftsman? It was on sale. I said, did it have the battery and the charger? My God, did he? I'm not stupid. Told me all about that. Okay, baby.
Yeah.
You know, she'll tell me that. Oh, I'm not stupid. You taught me to do that. You taught me to do this. You taught me to do that. But I did want to call and tell you, your birth month, Sue, and happy birth month.
Well, thank you.
And enjoy yourself. And I'm glad Robin's going with you. I'm glad you're letting him go with you.
I know,
How about
right?
that? I feel like that.
Yeah. I know, right?
Well, y'all be good.
Thank you.
Yeah, I know. Bless his heart. He catches the devil from the county. Probably
does.
catches the devil from the car dealership when he gets home.
He gets it from me. Yep.
He gets it from
he catches it most from me, probably. Yep.
Yeah.
Well, you know,
No wonder he's got 5 or 6 phones.
That's right.
I'm going to come to his aid here for just a moment.
Mm-hmm.
The price of that
Oh,
air-conditioned mower
Mm-hmm.
and maintaining it, you can probably have your lawn mowed by professionals for the rest of your life for
But
the
it's not
price
the
of that
same
device.
thing, though. But it's not the same.
But
It's
that ain't
therapeutic.
the same thing,
Yeah.
Rafer.
It's
You want to get out there
therapeutic
and
to mow your
grass.
yard. Yes, I love doing it. My doctor made
Well,
my
you can come over here and
My
mow
doctor made
mine
me
too if you
stop.
want to. It's okay.
Yeah.
Bring your
Nobody-
lawnmower.
I like, I do. I love mowing the yard. It's it's relaxing to
Yeah.
me. Yeah.
Nobody can mow Kelly's yard
Mm-mm.
like Kelly wants.
And I had it with perfect. And then my rheumatologist made me stop.
Yeah.
Who knew?
I've got some dive gear.
Mhm.
You know, you can put all of this gear on: the mask, the regulator, pure air.
I don't like anything on my face. And you can thank my brothers for that. They locked me in a box when I was a kid, Rayford. My brothers did. They're mean.
When did it release you?
An hour and about a half later when Mama called them. Yeah, true story. True story. And that's why I'm claustrophobic.
Now we understand the cause
My
of her
brothers are
problem.
mean. Y'all just don't know. Yeah.
I mean, we did. Yeah, but
They
like I
tortured
said,
me
we
as a
need to get
kid.
the canopy.
Yeah.
So maybe we can get the AC.
Maybe.
Oh,
I don't know, Tim. It's going to be a tough sell. I
got
mean, he
the
wouldn't even buy
trailer.
the canopy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Gave you an umbrella, didn't he?
no. But Tim had a canopy picked out and everything.
No,
Told
just
Robin where
give
it
you an
was.
umbrella.
Yeah. Balked on it. Told him I
And
don't
I
need
told
that.
him,
Yeah.
I said, you can get it on sale.
Yeah.
Just tell him
So-
I said you can get it on sale.
Who's mowing your lawn now?
Robin. And he don't do it the way I like.
Oh,
That's what I tell you.
I'm
What
telling you.
did
And he
I
gets fussed
tell
at every
you?
time for it. I'll be honest. Yeah.
Yep.
He blows grass in my flower bed. And you know what that causes?
what?
Grass to grow
It's
in there.
mulch.
No.
It's just
Rayford,
mulch in the
no.
making.
It is. It's
Unless
this,
it's seeded
his
out,
yard
it's
mowing
unless you
skills
got Bermuda
cause a
grass.
fight. Yeah. It's terrible.
It's mulch.
I get
it's,
so
it's
upset with
okay,
him.
Robin. I understand.
Yeah.
He doesn't have
Robert,
a bagger
I
on
feel
it.
your pain, but I'm just trying to, keep it where you can sleep in the same house.
Without,
That's all I'm trying
but
to
I know
do.
that mowing the
Your
yard
pocketbook.
is stressful for him now. So if he'd just buy me a air conditioned lawnmower, he wouldn't get fussed at when he mows. Because I fuss every time.
So you're thinking the more you fuss, the more likely it is you'll get this AC.
I wasn't
tractor.
thinking that, but now I'm starting to. Yeah. No, I just
Robin,
fuss.
I'm sorry,
Get
son.
on
I'm
it,
trying to
girl.
help you out.
Yeah, he just don't mow the way I like.
Get on it.
Mhm.
Yeah, get on it.
So
I implore you to.
I'm going to.
please.
Yeah.
I mean,
You know what?
he catches enough grief from citizens of Oslo County. Give him a little bit more.
Yeah, I'll add to it. Yeah, I'll do that. Just to shut me up, he'll do it probably. So I'm just gonna make her be
Robin,
quiet
I'm gonna
now.
start wearing my Kevlar.
You might want to. You might want to do exactly
I love
that.
bitching on it.
He's a good guy.
I'm gonna get off of here, y'all.
All right,
I'm
see you
fixing
later.
Thank you,
to
sir.
Get off of 95th Street and go to 74. Y'all
you
be
have
good.
fun
Have a
with
great
that.
weekend.
See
Bye.
you too.
Thanks.
Let's take a break. You're live in local Real Talk Freedom 97.1, 1120 AM WSME. We'll be right back.
Gotten your copy of Topsail Times newspaper this week? If not, did you know that Topsail Times is Topsail area's only local newspaper in print? Started a little over a year ago, we now have over 1,500 online subscribers and 5,000 printed copies that go out every 2 weeks. And we never charge our readers. Information should be free to our readers, and we stick by that. Looking for an idea for date night? Want to learn some local history? How about asking a veterinarian about your pet? These things and more are available in each copy of the Topsail Times newspaper. Want to get the word out about your business? We offer great rates for full color ads, and the online paper version is always included for free. Need help designing the perfect ad? We can do that too. We're always looking for human interest stories, so start writing. And we love local photos too. Check out our website at topsailtimes.net, where you can find out where to pick up a copy or check out our latest publication online.
If you love ocean pier fishing, the Seaview Pier Motel and Restaurant located at mile marker 18, North Topsail Beach is the place for you. The Seaview Pier is a family pier complete with bait and tackle shop, rod and reel rentals, and accessories. The restaurant serves breakfast, lunch, and dinner and features a complete menu from burgers to ocean fresh seafood, straight to you from the briny blue. With the Seaview Motel right next door and the most affordable rates on the coast, you can make it a vacation or a weekend of Carolina pier fishing. It's all here, including the fish. The Seaview Pier Motel and Restaurant, mile marker 18, North Topsail Beach, across the bridge, just south from Seas Ferry. To find out what's biting or for motel reservations, call anytime, 910-328-3172.
Good morning, you bad, beautiful bosses. This is Carrie Cobb, your boss mortgage broker from Empire Financial, NMLS 1987537.
And good morning, beautiful people. This is Donna Riggs, your local realtor, here with LPT Realty in Onslow County and the surrounding areas of North Carolina. Your boss tip for today is to stop renting and start owning, because now is the right time to buy a home. Contact our team and let us help you approach the home buying process the boss way by building opportunities through simple solutions.
Text or call your lender today at 910-382-2188 or your realtor at 910-340-0224. Empire Financial, NMLS 2108504. Equal opportunity employer and housing lender. Visit empirefi.com for terms and conditions. www.nmlsconsumeraccess.org.
Attention property owners, are you fed up with bad tenants, under market rents, and late payments? At Fountain Management, we provide unrivaled levels of expertise and all the tools and services you need to make owning a rental property easy and profitable. Are you ready to talk about taking the management of your real estate investment to the next level? Well, contact us today. Fountain Management, 910-455-1609. We will make owning your rental property simple and rewarding.
Southern Touch Painting, Maintenance, Power Washing, and Roofing specializes in residential and commercial interior and exterior painting. In fact, they paint most anything except cars, including homes, businesses, apartment complexes, decks, and they do minor repairs, wood repairs, pressure washing, waterproofing, and more, including storm repair and cleanup. Southern Touch Painting, Maintenance, Power Washing, and Roofing, fully licensed, insured, and locally owned and operated by Roger Carroll Jr. References available and customer satisfaction is always guaranteed. So if you want painted, maintained, power washed, or need a new roof, call Southern Touch Painting, Maintenance, and Power Washing at 910-939-0749 or visit southerntouchpaintingnc.com. Southern Touch Painting, Maintenance, Power Washing, and Roofing salutes our troops and is growth of Onslow and surrounding counties.
It's live and local. Real Talk on Freedom 97.1 WSME.
Okay, we're back. It's a strange story you just trying to read.
I have found
An old guy,
yes,
approaching 90,
yeah,
had a roommate
yep,
at his home.
yep,
He got mad at him
yep.
because the guy wouldn't do what he told him to do.
Wouldn't do chores.
Wouldn't do chores. So what did he do to him?
No, let me back up. The guy that got killed wanted the 88-year-old to do the chores.
Oh,
yeah.
So this,
He got bad.
So
He
88-year-old
got a gun,
got
waited in the recliner for 3 hours.
sat there and waited for the dude.
And then shot him and killed him.
Whoops.
I mean, because then he told police he was tickled about it. No remorse and wanted to urinate on his grave. All because he wanted him to. His mugshot, he's smirking. Look. He is like this guy.
So what you going to do with him?
I mean,
He won't live long
Yeah,
enough to get the death
no.
penalty, so
Yeah.
it may as well move on from that. But it was obviously very premeditated.
And he said he
with
was glad he
malice
was dead.
aforethought.
So they've lived together for about 6-7 years, and said he got tired of him telling him to do chores. He didn't want to do any chores. I guess he said, "I'm 88. I don't need to do nothing."
Oh my goodness
I have
gracious!
found this website with the most. I have the
Bizarre.
most bizarre things that
Mm.
I have ever heard. Like you can, Rayford. When we go to commercial, I'm going to show you this one. I just can't. Where do these people come from?
I have no clue. Coming up at right after Fox News break at top of the hour, we're going to be talking with Caitlin Connors. She's the Southern Regional Director of the Susan B. Anthony Pro-Life Group. And we're going to be talking with her about the abortion bill that passed North Carolina. And the legislature, has it been signed into law by the governor yet? I don't know.
Well,
I don't know.
I don't
Anyway,
know. I don't think so.
They,
I don't think
they
so.
reduced the amount of time that you can have an abortion from 20 weeks to 12 weeks. They say after 20 weeks, no abortion except for certain reasons, medical reasons, generally speaking,
Yeah.
or in the case of rape or incest, it will still be allowed then. But by and large, reduces the amount of time. You know, I'm trying to figure out what's unreasonable about that. If you're, even if you're pro-abortion, what's unreasonable about that?
So about it. I mean, and the whole part, they say 20 weeks in case of rape or abortion, but that's weird to me because they know they're pregnant most of the time prior to that. So
I hope so.
Yeah. I don't know. And why would anybody want to have an abortion at, let's say, 16 weeks, 18? Because by that point, you're feeling the baby move. Like it's like, why would you want to?
Yeah.
Like, why would you long?
I don't
understand.
Maybe you were in denial. Maybe you just got like, okay, how am I going to take care of the baby or whatever? I don't know. I don't know. I have no clue. But well, you can still have the baby because you can give the baby up for adoption.
I mean, that's why I've always been a proponent of that, the morning after pill. Solves it before it ever becomes really a thing.
Yeah. They had the first redistricting meeting last night for the Dixon and Southwest school districts. And don't know what happened. I don't know the outcome. They got another one coming up next week.
Yeah. Wednesday. Yeah.
And the situation is here. So many people have moved into the Dixon area.
They're too overcrowded.
And they're overcrowded.
Big
They don't know what to
time.
do with it. Sneads Ferry and the Holly Ridge area. They
it's booming. Yeah.
So I guess the proposal is to take some of those folks
District and move them to Southwest High School.
Southwest High School.
Yeah.
That's a distance away.
Yeah.
For a bus to drive.
I have a client that lives, I think they used to go to Southwest. They were in the Southwest district and now they're in the Dixon district and they ride the bus and it takes more from where they live real close to Southwest to get to Dixon. And they have to get up really early. The bus picks them up early. It is horrific. It's awful.
Why are they, if they're that close to Southwest, why are they busing them across the county to Dixon?
Yeah.
Where Dixon is already overcrowded. That makes no sense.
I think that's probably why they're redistricting. I think whenever this districting took place where they live, it must not have been crowded, and now it is. But yeah, this particular client we talked about, their bus picks him up. I mean, like crazy early in the morning.
Well,
it's very sad to think these kids are on the bus like this.
I watched a school bus drive down the street here this morning at 6 o'clock.
That's very sad.
I
just don't think. I just do not like that these little kids or
they're
even
going
middle
to be
kids,
gone
high
until
school
3
kids.
o'clock or later in the afternoon.
That's just too much. It
That's
is
a
too
long
much.
day.
It's very long. Yeah.
So whatever. Let's take a break. You're live and local Real Talk. Don't go away. We'll be right back.
The spring has arrived, which means that concrete project on your to-do list is here. Mixed Masters Concrete of Beulahville takes this time to thank those that serve us for our most prized possession, our freedom. When it comes to concrete, nobody does it harder or quicker than Mixed Masters Concrete Incorporated. 3661 East Highway 24 in Beulahville. Whether you need concrete for residential, commercial, or agricultural projects, Mixed Masters Concrete Incorporated serves all of eastern North Carolina. From driveways, patios, to livestock housing, concrete for outdoor kitchens. Mixed Masters has the concrete, and owner Scott Thigpen will gladly provide a free estimate. For on-site delivery, phone 910-298-6153. And they deliver on Saturdays. Nobody does concrete harder or quicker than Mixed Masters Concrete Incorporated of Beulahville. When you need ready-mix concrete quick, call Mixed Masters Concrete of Beulahville, 910-298-6153. Proud to be a part of the continuing growth of Duplin, Onslow, Jones, and surrounding counties. When Ronnie Watson and Steve Matthews first came to Emerald Isle, they came by ferry or private boat because there was no bridge. As the area grew, Ronnie Watson became mayor. And since that beginning, the Emerald Isle and Atlantic Beach area has continued to grow and is one of the top family beaches on the East Coast. In 1978, Ronnie and Steve formed Watson Matthews Real Estate and joined the residential development of Emerald Isle. They were the developers of several residential subdivisions, including Land's End, Emerald Plantation, and played a part in the development of Emerald Landing, Royal Oaks, Stop and Ridge, and several others. Ronnie and Steve realized that the spectacular growth would not have been possible without the community, military families, and neighbors. Watson Matthews Real Estate takes this opportunity to ask you to join them in remembering all those that have served and those that are serving today. This Memorial Day, Monday, May 29th. Watson Matthews Real Estate, serving Emerald Isle and the Atlantic Beach area since 1978. Phone 252-354-2872. Online at watsonmatthews.com.
If your plans include hitting the road this year to do some traveling, make sure a visit to Silent Service Center is on your to-do list. Travel safety starts with the tires on your vehicle, and a visit to Silent Service Center will give you peace of mind with the best value in all name brand tires and the largest selection of used tires in this area. In addition to quality tires, Silent Service Center is a North Carolina inspection station and does complete brake service, oil changes, and alignment service. Silent Service Center, 1707 Lejeune Boulevard, Jacksonville, and 108 West Main Street, Havelock. Phone 910-353-4760.
Whether it's a quick bite to go or a sit-down lunch meeting, make the Burrow Restaurant your midday go-to eatery. From small plates and appetizers, sandwiches, burgers, and salads, to steak, seafood, chicken, and pasta, there's something for everyone, including a kids menu. Or pick up a Low Country boil from the Burrow's Low Country Kitchen for your next office or family get-together. And craft cocktails to go. Restrictions apply. Ask for details. The Burrow Restaurant, 109 North Front Street in historic downtown Swansboro.
Humphrey Heating and Air Conditioning, your trusted local carrier indoor weather team, serving all of your heating and air conditioning needs since 1967. Now offers residential and commercial duct and dryer vent cleaning, and now offers expert residential and commercial plumbing service. In case of a power outage due to a storm or for any other reason, be prepared with a Generac generator for your home or business. Humphrey Heating and Air Conditioning has Generac generators in stock, ready to install today. Remember, better breathing comes with cleaner air. Let Humphrey Heating and Air Conditioning improve the air quality in your home or business with professional air duct cleaning. As always, Humphrey Heating and Air Conditioning is available 24/7 for all your heating, cooling, and plumbing emergency needs. Turn to the carrier experts, Humphrey Heating and Air Conditioning, with locations in Jacksonville and Hampstead. Visit online, humphreyheating.com, and follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Humphrey Heating and Air Conditioning since 1967. Relax, we're on the way.
Freedom 97.1 WSME.
It's live and local Real Talk on Freedom 97.1 WSME.
You know, I got a place for you guys to go on the 20th if you can talk your husband into it.
What is it?
A prom.
Prom?
A prom. It's called an adult prom.
Okay, what's that?
It's going to be over in Burgaw. Parks and Rec and Tourism Department. You're going to host the first ever red carpet prom affair.
Okay.
On the 20th at the Burgaw Train Depot. It's a historic location over there.
Okay.
This is from the Topsail Times. The adult prom event will look to attract adults in the area of 30 years or older and will feature a number of events, including dancing, a live DJ, an interactive photo booth. I don't know what that is, and the crowning of a prom king and queen.
The photo booth where you have like props and
Oh, is that what
masks
it
and
is?
the
Okay.
hold up signs. That's
Yeah,
what that is.
whatever.
Yeah.
They're going to have refreshments, and DJ's going to be out of Wilmington. This is interesting.
Is it benefiting anything or
I'm looking.
Train Depot or?
Attendees are encouraged to dress to impress.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, with the favorite evening attire. Tickets are $25 each, available for ages 30 plus. Yeah, it's just Parks and Rec. It's putting it on there in Virgo.
It's a cool idea.
I think it's a cool idea.
Yeah.
Someplace, a lot of us complain as that we don't want to do the bar scene or whatever.
Correct.
There's nothing to do at
Yeah.
nighttime, but there's plenty to do if you just look for it. Around
give you
here,
that.
we have got to go to Swansboro for the most part
Mm-hmm.
because we don't have very many venues with music. You can just sit there and do whatever.
Right.
So Swansboro always seems to have Swansboro Cedar Point area is our closest stuff here. 34 North,
Mm-hmm.
they have it. The Borough Restaurant has it. Live entertainment regularly. We know Steve. He's always playing in that neck of the woods, Moorhead and Swansboro Cedar Point area. Other people do the same thing. Other little local groups, they get out there and do it. I'm going to tell you again about something that you have an opportunity. We chatted at length about it yesterday. You have an opportunity on June 3rd. It's a Saturday, beginning about noon and lasting until around 5 or 6 o'clock or later if the crowd is still there, to listen to some music of yesteryear.
Mm-hmm.
Classic rock, a little bit of country, maybe. Rock and roll,
Mm-hmm.
good stuff. It's going to be featured from people who used to play on Court Street, who performed on Court Street. Back when downtown
Right.
Court Street was more than what a lot of people think it was.
Right.
There was live music every night of the week somewhere on Court Street, and sometimes many places on Court Street.
Yeah.
And some of those individuals are going to be they're assembling and they're coming back to Jacksonville. Those who have moved away to do bigger and better things,
Mm-hmm.
they're going to be back here on the 3rd of June.
Yeah. it's gonna be a
Tickets
good
are on
time.
sale now. There are a limited number of tickets. If you want one, they're $30 each, and that includes a meal. So where else can you go and do that? You get live entertainment and food.
I know. Food is
Hello.
always good.
Yep.
I'm all about
I
some
think
food.
it's going to be a pig picking.
Yeah.
Bob Beck at the Marina Cafe is doing that part, but it's no additional funds. If you want to buy something else, you want to buy your adult beverages, they're available.
Mm-hmm.
But it's going to happen. There are a limited number of tickets because the seating is limited.
Mm-hmm.
They
How about it?
still got some tickets on sale.
Yep.
If you want one,
They're not going
let-
to be there long. They're
no,
going
they
very
won't.
fast.
No, they won't.
Yeah.
And if there are any left over, they will be at the door. But
I
do
doubt
not
very
do not
seriously
count
there will
that.
be
Do not
tickets
count
left
on
over.
that.
Yeah.
A lot of sponsors are involved in this,
Yeah.
so they're also promoting this event.
Yeah.
And a lot of sponsors have already bought tickets.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I got my tickets.
You got yours? I got mine too.
Mm-hmm.
I got 2 of them, and I'm on the committee.
I have 3.
You got 3.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's cool. Well, I guess
Yeah.
we're going to have to get 3 because Shockree's going to have to go, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's take a break. Coming up after the break, after the
That's
Fox
right.
News break, we're going to be talking with a young lady about the abortion issue and what happened in North Carolina and see what she thinks about it. You're live and local Real Talk on Freedom 97.1, 1120 a.m. WSME, back in about 60.
WSME, Camp Lejeune, W246CJ.
Some Pelosi, Title 42 ended at midnight, and a group of senators headed to the border to get a look at the masses of people waiting across the Rio Grande, lining international bridges and filling immigration processing centers.
The nation needs to see this. This is why President Biden needs to come and look one of these camps in the eyes and see for himself the tragedy that's ongoing here.
It's Kansas Senator Roger Marshall. Meanwhile, a federal judge in Florida strikes down the Biden administration's plan to mass release migrants without court dates, writing that without removal proceedings or vetting, it would be no different than a plan by the administration that was ruled unconstitutional back in March. In New York City, Marine veteran Daniel Penny is set to turn himself into the Manhattan District Attorney's Office today and face manslaughter charges for the subway chokehold death of Jordan Neely. America's listening to Fox News.
Freedom 97.1
WSME.
It's live and local. Real talk.
Okay, and we're back live and local Real Talk. Kelly Knapp and yours truly, Rayford Brown, in the house. And we're being joined right now by Caitlin Connors. She's the Southern Regional Director of the Susan B. Anthony Pro-Life America organization. And we want to talk to her. Good morning, Caitlin. How are you?
Hey, good morning. I'm doing great. So good to be with you this morning.
I appreciate you taking the time. I know it might be early where you are. I'm not even sure exactly where you are.
I'm actually in Birmingham, Alabama. We're an hour behind y'all, but it is not too early to talk to you. I'm grateful for the opportunity.
All right. Well, thank you. I thought that was an Alabama area code. Anyway, we appreciate you taking the time this morning. North Carolina passed this, the legislature has. I don't know that the governor has signed it yet. This abortion bill that reduces the amount of time that a person who is seeking an abortion can actually get one under most conditions, from 20 weeks to 12 weeks. How does your organization feel about that? Is that enough, or is it too little, or what?
Yeah, absolutely. So you're right that the legislature has passed this legislation that would protect unborn babies at 12 weeks gestation, and the current law in North Carolina allows for abortions up until 20 weeks of pregnancy, which is considered late-term pregnancy by the time we know, and science shows us that unborn children can feel pain. So that was unacceptable to keep the law at 20 weeks. And so the 12-week bill is a really positive step forward. Of course, we believe all life is worthy of protection, but the 12-week bill keeps North Carolina from being a destination state for abortion, and puts the state in line with many other states across the country. In fact, about 22 other states across the country who have passed legislation to protect life at various stages in pregnancy, including heartbeat and even before. But this is a really positive and important step forward for North Carolina, again, to keep late-term abortion out of the state, to keep tourism out of the state, coming to the state solely for the purpose of abortion and saving those unborn children by 12 weeks gestation. And we know so much more about fetal development now. And so the humanity of that unborn child at 12 weeks is irrefutable. And so this is a really, really important piece of legislation.
Yeah, Kelly and I were trying to discuss earlier, off mic, I think. But anyway, if you're pregnant and you don't want the child, why wait up to 20 weeks anyway? Why would you not just immediately do that? Because the agony and the potential pain, let's just call it what it is, morning sickness and everything else is going to be kicking in. I don't understand why you would even wait that long if that's what your goal is.
Well, it's unfortunate. Every abortion is an unfortunate situation because we're talking about an unborn life.
Yep.
And the goal of every abortion is to make sure that unborn life is no longer. And so, for this piece of legislation in particular, it brings the state back to where many other states across the country are on this. It brings the law up to date with the science that we know, again, about unborn life at 12 weeks. Just as a couple of examples, by 12 weeks gestation, the major organs in the body have all begun to form. There are facial features that start to become recognizable at 12 weeks gestation. Their heart has been beating for several weeks. So it's really impossible with the science that we have now, this window into the womb, to deny what is going on with this unborn child as they develop. And so it's really important that our laws begin to reflect that science and give these protections to unborn children and educate the population about what is truly going on inside the womb. And so this is definitely a really important step forward for the state of North Carolina to get the state out of the business of late-term abortion.
So how do you argue with the individuals, that element out there that says, I'm a woman and I should be able to do with my body what I want?
Mm-hmm. Well, I would refer first to a poll that we conducted that shows 62% of North Carolina voters support legislation that would protect unborn children by 12 weeks gestation. And that includes 61% of women. So this narrative and this talking point that women don't support pro-life legislation is wholly inaccurate. Obviously, I'm a woman speaking to you now, and I am 100% pro-life and know many as well. But, our poll even proves that over a good majority of women support pro-life legislation. Women know what it's like. I mean, we know what it's like to carry a life. As we speak, I'm 27 weeks pregnant, and I'm really looking forward to our second baby joining us in August. I know what that's like to carry life into this world, and women have that personal experience to know that. And women know that we're talking about two lives. Of course, we're talking about the woman's life, and her health is very important, and that's why it's so important for women to make sure they're going to their appointments and to stay healthy and those sorts of things. But women also know that they're carrying a second life, and that's their unborn child. And so to deny that is against science, and it's against humanity. Right. And women can relate to that because so many of us have had the personal experience or have had friends or family who have gone through pregnancy. And so, the talking points that we hear so often about women don't agree with these kinds of laws is just completely untrue.
Well, one of the things that I've tried to point out several times, I used to be a police officer. So for 18 years, I saw some of the worst of people. And a lot of those involve cold-blooded killers. But so many of the people who are pro-abortion, killing an unborn innocent kid, right, are also opposed to the death penalty, where a guy who has, done the most atrocious crime in the world, they want him to be able to live. I don't get the hypocrisy here.
Well, first, let me say thank you for police officer, and to all of our law enforcement out there. It is certainly such an important position and something that we need so much in our world today. So thank you for that. And it is hard to ration those two things, to have those two separate opinions on the issue. And so it's just abundantly clear that an unborn life is, and to be in these positions where you hear the debate on the other side about really there is not a single restriction that they would be for in terms of legislation. Governor Cooper is out and trying to intimidate lawmakers into not voting to override his inevitable veto, which, by the way, he's announced he's going to do on Saturday.
Yeah.
Mother's Day weekend of all time, he's decided He's going to veto pro-life legislation. And by the way, legislation that offers $160 million in funding that would go directly towards women and families and babies for paid parental leave, for adoption and foster care, reform measures for infant and maternal mortality issues to be addressed in the state. He's vetoing all of that in the name of having abortion on demand throughout all 9 months of pregnancy. And, tries to say that he wants, that he's reasonable on this issue. But the reality is only about 22% of North Carolinians, and nationally it's about the same or even fewer, agree with that platform on abortion. I mean, the vast majority of Americans realize there need to be limitations on this. But Governor Cooper, the Democrat platform on this issue is abortion on demand all 9 months of pregnancy for any reason whatsoever. And that is not where the American people are. That is incredibly extreme. And once North Carolinians, once Americans understand that that is the position of the Democrat Party, they say, wait. Maybe I said I was pro-choice before, but that is not what I mean. And so there's a lot of education here, and I think Governor Cooper and a lot of the abortion advocates who, come to Raleigh and talk about, women's rights and things like that, they're saying this all in the name of what they truly want, and that is abortion throughout all 9 months of pregnancy.
Right. Well, that's not going to happen, and I think there are enough votes in our legislature to override whatever his veto is. I think we're good to go on this one.
Well, we're prayerful for that. We know that he's been intentionally targeting a few members in particular, trying to intimidate them into buying into his policy ideas on this issue. But we are very confident that life is going to win. And so, of course, again, Governor Cooper's choosing Mother's Day weekend to veto this legislation. But we will be there in support with the pro-life movement in Raleigh, and we just support all of the lawmakers who are taking this bold stance to stand for life and go against their governor who's trying to bully them. And so we're grateful for that. We're grateful for the leadership, and we're grateful for North Carolina taking this initiative to protect life and to bring their laws closer to the science.
Yeah, well, Kaylin, I thank you, and I'm pretty sure that our legislators have not drunk the Kool-Aid that he has so wantonly tried to mix up for them, and so I don't think it's going to be much of a problem here.
Well, good. That is great to hear, and I'm so grateful for that. I'm grateful for the leadership, and there's been a lot of work put into this very comprehensive bill that's going to do a lot of things to help families, a lot of things to protect women, to truly protect women from the dangers of abortion pills, for example.
Good.
And obviously to protect unborn life.
Sounds good. Kaylin, thank you for getting up early and taking our call this morning.
Yes, thank you.
Well, I am so grateful for y'all's time. Thank you so much.
All right. Have a good day. Bye-bye. And happy Mother's Day to her, too. She's 27 weeks pregnant, did she say?
Yeah, with her second child, I
Wow.
think she said. Yeah.
That's cool.
Mhm.
So anyway. Okay. We will have the lines open here for just a few more minutes. If you want to chat this morning, you're welcome and encouraged.
I got something. Someone, so I'm part of a coalition, a 5-county coalition. It's made up of Onslow, Carteret, Jones, Pamlico, and Craven counties.
Okay.
We work with substance misuse prevention and, substance awareness, educational awareness, et cetera, et cetera. And they're actually involved with a few groups up in New Bern to talk about resilience and trauma, because trauma, a lot of adults who abuse substances have had childhood trauma.
Uh-huh.
And so they've got a screening of a movie coming up.
Oh, really?
Next Friday. It's free. It's in New Bern, and it's called the Wisdom of Trauma, and it's free.
Wow.
And it's they're offering, it's a free event. It's going to be at the Harrison Center, which is at New Bern. It's from 6:30 to 8:30 because they're going to view the movie and then kind of have a discussion about it. And some of the things they're talking about is imagine a trauma-informed world. Imagine your own family community. Might the teachers act differently in your schools? What about the doctors, judges, policymakers, etc.? And we hold the vision that a world that breaks free of cycles of trauma becomes more open and inclusive. I agree with that. It talks about, compassion but just trying to help people heal, basically.
Yeah.
So, but it's free, and there's a queue thing to sign up to register. But I'm going to have Lee post this on our page for anybody that wants to go. And I know some of the local, like DSSs and trauma centers are promoting this as well, as just to kind of educate the public kind of thing.
Okay.
So I'm going to put that out there.
Don't forget that tomorrow, get some, go through your pantry.
Mm-hmm.
Any food
Yeah,
products,
got my stuff ready.
as long as it's still current,
Correct.
your particularly canned food or
Yeah.
mac and cheese, boxes of that will be
Mhm.
fine. Similar type stuff, and put it with your mailbox. Don't put it
Yes.
in your mailbox. You can hang it on your mailbox. You can set it beside your mailbox. You can leave it on the porch underneath your mailbox. You can do whatever you want to do with it,
Mhm.
but just put it out there. Your mail carrier will pick it up tomorrow,
Mhm.
and it will go to the Chew Foundation, Chew Group here, right?
And they feed
They feed
the school kids. Yes.
on weekends and
Yes.
after hours.
Some of the kids that have been identified as needing
Really
it.
important during the summer when school's
Yes.
not in session, where they can't get a good lunch or breakfast.
Because for some of these kids, as sad as this is, the food they get from Chew is the only food they get. And,
the rest of it they get junk.
Well, they don't get any. Some of
Or
them get
none.
nothing. They
Yeah.
have absolutely nothing.
So that's tomorrow.
Mhm.
So if you work tomorrow at your place of business and the postman comes a calling, you can take it there. You can put it on your porch as long as it's near your mailbox.
Mhm.
You can hang it on your mailbox. You can do whatever. Just put it out there. Put a bag of canned goods out there.
Right.
You'll be good to go. So they will appreciate it. And there are 900 kids in this community that are fed by this program. 900. That's a shame.
Mhm.
900 kids out of the 27,000 that we have in our school system
Yeah.
depend upon this.
Right.
Got it? Do it. Coming up at 9 o'clock, right after Fox News break at the top of the hour, Chris Rayner and the Sports Talk crew, they're on the road again. They're on location at the National Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Company on Marine Boulevard. I have a frog again this
You do
morning.
have a frog. We have a shockwave at the door.
Yeah, we do have a
I'm
shockwave at the
hearing him
door.
out
We're gonna
there.
have to let him in.
Yeah.
But anyway, they're gonna be at National Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram on Marine Boulevard. Chris guest today. One of the most hated guys or loved, depends upon which side of the field you happen to be sitting on, is a 41-year referee. He's been refereeing high school 41 years.
Nice. Come on.
Imagine that. You're not going to please everybody with your calls. You're going to make half the group mad every time you make a call, right?
True.
So anyway, Robert Farley, he's going to be joining Chris this morning. Highlights include the state championship games in 2000 and 2010, seven-time NCHSAA regional referee assignments, North-South All-Star game assignment in 2010, and much more. Don't miss Sports Talk this morning at 9, right after Fox News break and right after this show. So hang in here for that too this morning. Let's go ahead and take a break, and then we have about a few minutes before we go into the dumb crook news. We're going to bring up some other dumbness, and I'm going to let our resident Republican bring it up and chat about it. Some dumbness.
I don't understand some of it, but yeah.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah. Stay tuned. You're not going to want to miss this. Weather's next. You're live and local Real Talk. We'll be right back.
Are we ready for a little fun? This is Rick Dees. I can't wait to meet you here this weekend. The weekly top 40 countdown is ready to go. Do we have some D's, sleeves for everybody? Oh, yeah. We're going to go out on a limb with the weekly top 40 sure shot. You can win huge prizes.
I am amazed.
The weekly top 40 countdown here this weekend. We'll see you.
It's the weekly Top 40 Countdown 80s edition, Sunday 6 to 9, right here on Freedom 97.1 WSME. Welcome to Lane & Associates Family Dentistry, where we love to make you smile. Now proud to be working with Doctors Kim and Tommy Morgan, formerly Morgan Family Dentistry. The Jacksonville and Richlands Morgan offices of Lane & Associates Family Dentistry blends the latest technology with personal care and attention, so you have an amazing dental experience. The offices of Lane & Associates welcome all ages and accepts all major insurances, including military. Lane & Associates Family Dentistry has been serving the state of North Carolina for over 40 years, with 2 locations in Jacksonville, Richlands, and Maysville. Call for an appointment today at 877-LANE-DDS or online at lanedds.com. Welcome to Lane & Associates Family Dentistry.
Tammy Fry Allstate Swansboro reminds you to check your mailbox and find your quote on homeowners insurance. Tammy Fry Allstate Swansboro goes the extra mile to make sure you're in good hands, like helping you customize your home and windstorm write your own home policy. Yes, save even more. Handle your home, auto, boat, motorcycle, and even your golf cart. Remember, if it rolls or floats, call Tammy for a quote. You and everything you own are in good hands with Tammy Fry Allstate Swansboro. Call today, 910-326-5383. Tammy Fry Allstate, 638 West Corbett Avenue in the friendly city by the sea, Swansboro. Check your mailbox today for savings on your homeowner's insurance.
Serving our area for over 40 years now, Flatwoods Outfitters is Onslow County's oldest firearm dealer and takes this time to wish each and every mother a very happy and safe Mother's Day. Whether you want to purchase a rifle or shotgun for hunting or competition or a handgun for personal security, Flatwoods Outfitters is our area's most complete firearm facility. Flatwoods Outfitters features a great selection of name brand long guns, shotguns, and handguns to choose from, and offers Onslow County's only outdoor range to practice and safely learn how to operate your firearm, which Flatwoods Outfitters highly recommends. The range is open from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Saturday and 12 to 4 p.m. on Sundays to practice and sight in your scope. Flatwoods Outfitters, Onslow County's oldest firearm facility, 111 Second Amendment Lane, just off Highway 24, between Jacksonville and Swansboro and Hubert, where they aim to preserve our hunting heritage, wildlife, and constitution. Phone 910-353-7593. Once again, happy Mother's Day from Flatwoods Outfitters. Mills International Incorporated, your local Cub Cadet dealer, is ready for spring, and you should be too, with the Cub Cadet Ultima Series. See how these zero-turn mowers have stepped up from a traditional lap bar to a familiar steering wheel experience for stability on a variety of terrains, including hills up to 20 degrees. Unlock the possibilities of your lawn with the Cub Cadet Ultima Series. Head to your local Cub Cadet dealer, Mills International Incorporated, at 801 South Queen Street in Kinston for exceptional offers, expert advice, and superior service.
It's live and local Real Talk on Freedom 97.1 WSME.
A great place to be if you want to go spend a day, even if the weather is awful outside and you can't get on your boat and go for a ride. Why don't you just go down to Tie-Dye Marine? You can spend the day chatting with people. You can spend the day shopping, because I guarantee you, if you look around that store very long, you're going to leave with something. There are gifts available upstairs. A lot of people never even get upstairs. They don't know about upstairs. So there are gifts that are available upstairs. All your boating and fishing stuff that you need or want, even if you don't need it and you want it, you can get it right downstairs. If you're of the mindset you like to kind of take care of your own motor and you are okay to change the oil and do with the cars, they change their own oil. You can change your oil. You can get advice on YouTube on how to do all this stuff. That's the fun thing. A lot of people come in, they become YouTube mechanics, and they just do routine servicing. Saves a lot of time and money for them. And they learn something about their motors. That's always a good thing. Just learning a little bit about what you're operating. No problem with that whatsoever. And the folks there at Tideline will hook you up with either kits or individual parts and with some advice on what else you need. They'll look up your motors in the computer. Just bring your serial number and especially for Mercury, so your serial number and your model numbers for all motors. And we can look it up. The staff there can look it up and tell you exactly what kind of oil you should be using, what kind of other parts that you need, the impeller that needs to be changed for your water pump. They will help you pick out the parts for you to do it yourself. Then you go on home and you pull it apart and I can't do this. Put it back together and bring the boat on down there to Tideline and they'll do it for you. But that's the fun part of boating too. And the best thing to do is to do that during the off season. Getting kind of close here right now. Mother's Day weekend is actually the beginning of the boating season.
Correct.
People will take moms out, their wives out, their daughters out, sisters out, and they will spend the weekend on the water. It's always a fun time to do that. The fishing season is underway. If you don't know what to buy your wife or a significant other for Mother's Day,
Buy them a boat.
you can buy them a boat.
I like it.
Yeah, you could do that. Or you can buy them a fishing pole.
Mhm.
There are all sorts of cool little poles in stock down at Tideline. Nothing like having your own fishing pole, having bragging rights, regardless of when you go out fishing.
Right.
I want to take my own pole with me. So that's what you can do for the lady in your life. Okay.
I like it.
It's cool to do it.
Have you tried that lure thing out yet?
No, I haven't had a
Okay.
chance to get out there with it,
Okay.
but I've got
I'm
it.
just curious.
Oh my God.
I'm
When
waiting your report.
We will be showing that on
Mhm.
Facebook and YouTube and everywhere else. Because if this works like this gentleman says it works for him, we will have it on video. We will prove it.
Nice.
So there you go. So Tideline and all the parts for it are at Tideline Marine.
Okay.
Tideline Marine, 159 Old Bridge Street on the banks of the New River in downtown Jacksonville. Offshore today, winds out of the south, 5 to 10, seas only 2 to 3. Dominant period 6 seconds, sounds and rivers a light chop. Southwesterly winds tomorrow 5 to 10, increasing to 10 to 15 in the afternoon. Seas will still be 2 to 3. Dominant period 5 seconds, sounds and rivers a light chop, increasing to a moderate chop in the afternoon. And on Sunday, westerly winds, and when the winds are from the west, the fishing is best. Winds at 10 to 15 knots, very doable. Seas 2 to 3 feet, sounds and rivers only a moderate chop.
Today, sunny, high of 82. Tonight, clear, low of 60 with gusty winds tonight. Tomorrow, sunny, high of 83 and still gusty. Tomorrow night, mostly cloudy, low of 64, still gusty. And on Sunday, mostly cloudy, a high of 82, but not gusty. Can have that. That's not bad.
Not bad.
No, it's not
That's
a
a
bad
good little
thing.
forecast.
Yeah.
Okay, got any more news before we switch over to the dumbest?
No, I know you had asked me about the GOP.
I wanna know
You've
about
heard a
that.
few things from
Yep.
people complaining and
There's been a whole lot of complaints.
well, I think there's been a little bit of confusion. So I did a little digging.
The local party,
Mm-hmm.
all of the local parties in every county, they have something called an executive committee, right?
And yes.
And how that committee is made up depends upon what the county is. In Onslow County, it used to be made up of every Republican
Mhm.
who was an elected official, plus every precinct chair
Yeah.
and a few others.
So I think some at large and,
Yeah, a
and
few
then
at
like
large.
the officers.
Mhm.
Yeah. And I think they made some changes at the March
Yeah, they did.
county, they call it a county convention meeting. It's a big meeting that lasted about 6 or 7 hours that people complained about that time as well. I wasn't there. I was out of town. But one of the things that came up at that particular meeting was they decided to, instead of having all the elected officials on the EC, they wanted one representative from the commissioners and one from the Board of Education to represent the each respective board instead of
But how about from city councils?
they didn't do it for them.
They
only
did
for
not
these
include
two.
city councils?
They just did one
Oh, my.
representative from
How about the sheriff?
he's on there automatically. I think.
Okay.
I think. Yeah.
Okay.
But they went with these two to pick one person.
Oh my.
Yeah. And so they said one person will represent. So let's say you had 4 or 5 active commissioners that were going to the meeting. I'm just using them as an example and voting, it says 5 votes. Now there'll be 1 vote from someone, but the commissioners have not elected or have not delegated. They have not selected. No. They just said they're not going. I mean, I know one that will go for sure, but
they're just going to.
They have not selected a
They're not even
representative.
going to show up at all.
I'm going to assume one will, and I'm assuming he will
naysayer.
vote, but he is not selected by the
How
commissioners.
can he vote?
Because I think the Republican EC will think that he's the spokesperson, but the commissioners have not selected a representative.
Well, I don't know how he could vote if they have not selected him.
Well, they won't know that he's not selected, I guess. I don't know. I guess they're going to make an assumption because he's there that he is the delegate, but they didn't pick one. I don't know if the Board of Education picked their person, but the commissioners absolutely did not. They are not in agreement. They're against this.
Yes.
So
The majority are against
yeah.
it.
So anyway, a email went out yesterday that says there were some things like, you're only allowed to speak if you're a current EC member. And that's to keep, I guess, non-EC members from speaking at the meeting. And they wanted to limit lengthy discussion. And I heard it was also, there's some dissension in the Republican Party.
Yeah.
I mean, I understand. But then it says anyone not a member can send a question to any EC member to bring up during a meeting or speak during public comment at the end of the meeting. Now, my thought was, does that mean that the non-EC person can speak? This was a little vague to me, but the best one, 2, if you're a precinct chair, member at large, elected official other than Senate and legislator, you're required to attend.
How can you force somebody to attend?
I don't know. But here's the thing.
What happens if you don't?
Well, if you do not report your absence and do not attend, you'll receive an unexcused absence, which allow no more than 2. The EC. But my thing is,
You don't resign. That's just terrible wording.
Agreed.
The board, the chair, the GOP cannot resign you. They can kick you off.
Well, yeah.
So
Yeah.
you have to resign.
But here's my thing. If you were saying, I'm using 7 commissioners because that's,
that's the number we have.
the number I know
And they're all
of.
Republicans.
Yeah, they're all Republicans. If you're saying you can't have 7 on there, you can only have 1 representative, then how can you say you're required to attend, first off? See, none of this is so confused. I can understand now. People were complaining yesterday. After reading this again for like the 3rd time, yeah, I do understand why you'd be confused. I totally understand why you'd be confused. And first of all, why would a elected official that's a commissioner or a Board of Education member who is now been told as of that March vote that they can't vote anyway, why do you think they would want to attend? Why would they? I mean, I wouldn't. Just saying.
What voice do you have?
You don't have one, apparently, if you got to select one. So, I mean, this whole thing has just caused a big hot mess.
Well,
I think it's just
yeah.
going to get worse as it goes.
Yeah.
And all it does is strengthen other parties. They're laughing at us. So there's
Yeah.
that. But it just strengthens the other parties, message that there's a problem, and what it's doing for the unaffiliated is increasing their numbers. People are leaving the Republican Party in Oslo in droves.
Yeah.
In droves.
I think they're leaving the Democrats too.
They are. They're leaving both parties. They're fed up with the nonsense on both sides. So unaffiliated, I think it just needs to be a party and just keep on going.
No, then it would become a party and do the same
It'd do
thing
the same
that
thing.
the others
You're
are
right.
doing.
You know what?
It just
I
needs to
agree
be
with you. I
unaffiliated,
think
period,
you're
bottom line.
Yes.
And then we vote the way we want to vote in whatever the primary that we want to vote, because we can do that.
That's true. It's just a bunch of
I
nonsense.
think we should be able to vote in both primaries, the Democrat
Oh,
and the
really?
Republican primary.
Hey, that worked. But then that's voting twice.
Yeah.
So you can't do that.
Why?
No voting twice. Mm-mm.
Yeah, you can.
No.
Why
no.
not?
No, that causes more. We're already having problems with that. You know what I mean? People trying to do that now. No,
Yeah, well,
no. All right, let's do some. I have been this story.
here's the dumbness.
I
dumb
love
crook
this.
news now.
It took place last Friday, which was Cinco de Mayo, which, as
Ah.
you know, is historically a day a lot of people go and they eat Mexican food and
Yep.
celebrate Cinco de Mayo. Okay.
And it doesn't have to be in Mexican restaurants. It can be
No,
anywhere.
anything, apparently. Yeah.
Everybody apparently has a party.
Yeah. But it took place in Topeka, Kansas. And this is why I often love dash cams on police cars because they capture the moment.
The bestest of the best.
Because this includes a photo and everything. So a Kansas City sheriff officer from Franklin County on Interstate 35, it's about 50 miles roughly outside of Topeka, pulls over a guy for alleged drunk driving. Okay, it happens. The irony of this whole thing, which is what makes this story great, he's wearing a red baseball cap, but you want to know what else he's wearing?
Nothing.
An oversized Bud Light costume. So he and people driving by, like everyone's I'm surprised there weren't any wrecks from like Looky Loos, because the amazing photo shows and the sheriff there put it on their Facebook page because they thought it was great.
Yeah.
Because they're like, sometimes you see things you can't
make this
believe.
stuff
Like a
up.
career in law enforcement is exciting. You get to experience something new every day. And he said, deputies were surprised to see that the driver was wearing a beer can costume. And they're like, yep, you read that correctly. They don't know where this guy was headed.
Did he know where he was headed?
Don't know. He was arrested for DUI. So he failed his sobriety test in his little beer can costume. But the greatest thing about this are some of the comments on the sheriff's Facebook page about this. Stuff like, is that considered an open container? Good question. One can short of a 6-pack. I mean, there was just like a lot. And
they opened themselves up.
they
for that
did.
one.
And
And they're laughing all the way.
he ended up posting bond and bonding out. But I mean, can you imagine you pulling a guy over for a DUI and he gets out of the car and he's wearing a Bud Light beer
I
can
would crack
costume?
up.
I would have had a hard time not laughing. I agree with you 100%. And the sheriff is looking, this photo shows him giving his sobriety test.
Yeah.
And he's seemingly calm. I would have been laughing. It would have been hard to maintain that decorum. Just the irony.
I want to. Here's the part we need to see: the courtroom. Whenever that happens,
And the judge is probably like, wait a minute.
I want this case. I want to hear this one.
I want to hear because people have been asking, where was he going? Does this guy normally just drive around dressed like a Bud Light can? Was he headed somewhere because it's Cinco de Mayo? Now, the police claim no, he wasn't headed somewhere, but
Just driving around.
there's no way this guy is just driving. You're right. Maybe
Where was
so.
this?
In Topeka, Kansas.
Oh, okay.
Nothing else to do there, I guess. So drive around drunk wearing a beer can.
Where do you
costume.
get a beer can costume? In
You
the
can
first
buy
place?
one.
Really?
It's like they're kind of cloth, but here's a picture of him getting a sobriety test.
Oh my God.
Yeah. I mean, it goes to his knees. I mean, it's a legit like a beer can, like a Bud Light can. Yeah. Weird.
No.
And I got another one that took place last Saturday. In this one, I have a lot of problems with. I mean, it is stupid for a bunch of reasons, but I'm still questioning how it happened. It happened in Tennessee, Antioch, and it was right outside of Nashville. A 14-year-old kid stole a school bus on Saturday.
Uh-oh.
And he, from the KIPP College Prep, and drove it around all over Nashville, causing all sorts of mayhem until the police finally captured him on I-40 by,
Was he coming this way?
I don't know where he was headed, but he was arrested and charged with vehicle theft, aggravated assault, evading arrest, reckless driving, driving without a license, leaving the scene of a crash, and failure to report a crash. Because upon stealing this bus, he hit a diesel fuel pump and tore it down, tried to run a person over at a store, hit some cars, managed to get this bus up to 65 miles an hour, which is an impressive feat in itself because they normally don't go over 55. I mean, and some of them have it where they
governor
can't. Yeah. And he managed to get at that. I mean, this is like a full-size school bus.
Oh my.
And how they finally got him to stop is, so they tried to spike strip him, but the kids saw it. So he slowed the bus down and tried to turn the bus around. Well, I mean, it's not like you're driving a little tiny car. This is a giant school bus.
Yeah.
So that's where they got him, because when he was trying to do his little U-turn, he had to go very slow because you'll flip a bus.
Yeah.
And the police ran up to the bus, broke out the door glass, and tased him.
Oh.
And that stopped it.
Oh.
They took him into custody and put him in juvenile detention.
Good.
But this kid is all kinds of dumb. But the other dumb I have is,
let's take a
who
break.
left the keys in there?
Yeah. Well, I understand that, but honestly, a whole lot of people drivers leave keys in their buses.
But nowadays, to me, you can't.
No,
I
you
mean,
cannot. You should
back
not.
in the day, 20 years ago, there would not be a problem.
No.
But I see times have changed. So that's where my dumb part too, comes from the dummy that left the keys in the bus. And this kid could have killed somebody.
Yep.
Luckily, he didn't.
Luckily, he didn't get killed himself.
Let's take a break. I got some more.
Yeah.
Dumb and Dumb coming
Lord,
up.
Lord,
Yeah.
Lord. You're live and local Real Talk. Don't go away. We'll be right back after you scratch the other dog that just came into the house.
And to rebuild, remodel, repair, or do cottage or home improvements, Williams Hardware, 3011B Bridges Street, Morris City, should be your first stop. Williams Hardware carries power tools and equipment, chains and fasteners, plumbing and electrical supplies, along with Gerber, Buck, and Case knives. Williams Hardware is your helpful, handy hardware store. Williams Hardware cuts glass to size and custom threads pipe. When the chores are done and the cleanup is finished, light up that Wilmington grill from Williams Hardware. Williams Hardware, 3011B Bridges Street, Morris City. Open Monday through Saturday from 7:30 till 6 p.m. and Sundays for your convenience, noon till 5. Phone Williams Hardware, 252-726-7158. Spring is here. That means fishing and vacation season. Make sure your car or truck is ready for the road with a visit to Battlefield Automotive, 1214 West Corbett Avenue in Swansboro. If your check engine light is on, you may be looking at an expensive repair bill down the road, complicated by extreme temperatures and an engine that's not prepared to handle it. The pros at Battlefield Automotive can check your battery, starter, and charging system, charge and repair air conditioning systems to keep you cool, and tune up your engine. They do everything from oil changes to brakes to transmission repair, and they carry a complete line of accessories. Battlefield Automotive are experts in both domestic and foreign car and truck repair and guarantee all their work using only ASC certified mechanics. So, whether it's a battery, a simple hose, tune-up, or just getting call 910-325-0828. Visit Battlefield Automotive today, 1214 West Corbett Road, Highway 24 in Swansboro. Again, the number for Battlefield Automotive is 910-325-0828.
Mohawk All Pet Protection and Warranty is the only copper protection warranty for all pets, all accidents, all the time. Because your pets are family members too. No matter how you live, we've got you covered. Soft, luxurious, smart strand, forever clean carpet. Gorgeous, durable, solid tech, luxury vinyl tile. Mohawk has the ultimate floor for every room in your home. It's suitable for all pets. For details, contact Watkins Floor Covering online at watkinsnewfloor.com. Watkins Floor Covering, thanking you for voting them the best of the best for 2022 in the flooring, covering, and carpet cleaning category. Watkins Floor Covering. They're more than just floors. It's custom showers, custom tubs, carpet cleaning, backsplashes, bathrooms, commercial, retail, and home flooring too. Watkins Floor Covering. Family owned and operated since 1997 with locations in Jacksonville and Surf City. Watkins Floor Covering. You stand on it, we stand behind it.
When you need comforting, who do you call? An old friend, right? Jacksonville Heating Contractors services the heating and cooling needs of our area with dependable quality train systems, guaranteeing indoor comfort for your home or business. In addition to quality train systems, Jacksonville Heating Contractors offers 24-hour emergency service, NATE certified technicians, and over 50 years of experience and service you can trust. And with a Jacksonville Heating Contractor service agreement, you never pay retail for heating or cooling services and receive priority scheduling. Remember, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. And in New Bern, you can call Trent Heating and Air Conditioning 252-633-2200. In Morehead City, Sierra Heating and Cooling 252-247-1122. If you need service or repairs, just call an old friend. Jacksonville Heating Contractors, an independent train dealer. It's hard to stop a train. For deals on train systems and more, visit anoldfriend.com or call 910-347-2843.
It's live and local. Real Talk on Freedom 97.1, 1120 AM, WSME.
And we're back, and welcome to the last part of the show here, and we're doing Dumb Crook News.
I have just found, so we always have to do Florida because it just is not
It's prime
Dumb
ground.
Crook News without Florida. So there's this kid named Joshua James. He's 24, but it's still a kid to me. It was Palm Beach, Florida.
Oh, that area.
Yes.
Oh,
He lives in Jupiter, but he was in Palm Beach. Okay. He went to a Wendy's. Okay.
and
He threw a live alligator through the drive-through window. Okay.
oh boy, you just have no clue what kind of trouble you're in.
And U.S. Marshals ended up arresting him because now, so let me put this in perspective because it's been very entitled and because his mama got involved. Admitted to police, he found the alligator on the side of Southern Boulevard near the Wendy's, captured it, and put it in his truck. And it's about a 2.5, almost 3 foot alligator. Okay. So, oh man. So the Fish and Wildlife got called. It happened about 1:30 in the morning. I mean, it was like, yeah.
Alcohol was
Yeah.
not involved, right?
It did not say that it was, but had to be. But I don't know. They never said. Okay. So they were called and said there's an alligator thrown from a vehicle into the restaurant. And they were like, what? So the police arrived, at the wildlife commissioner and the police show up. And there's surveillance video because all fast food places have surveillance video. Some people don't realize that. So sure enough, it showed he shortened his hat on backwards, being young. And the employee gives the driver his drink he ordered, and she turns her back to him to go to the register because he gave her money. He reaches inside on the passenger side, grabs the alligator, and throws him through the drive-through window. Can you imagine that poor little worker?
I'm thinking about the poor gator.
Well, that too. So, how they found him, and then he drives off, by the way. He throws it in there and leaves. He don't get his food, okay? So they used a credit card receipt to track him down, okay? All right. So then this made such news down there. They've got 5 facts about him to know. Like this has caused a big thing down there. So the first one is he's just dumb. And that was fact number 1, okay? Second fact was that people wanted to know, it's 3.5 foot American alligator was released into a canal. So he survived. He wasn't injured. They checked him out. They put him in a canal. So because people were really wanting to know what had happened to the alligator because they were upset.
Yep.
So the wildlife officer said, nope, he's good. Okay. His mom gets involved and says the incident was a friend who works at that Wendy's. She said it's a stupid prank. That's he's a prankster. He does stuff like this because it's funny.
It's not funny.
No, what if that alligator had bit somebody? And then the reporter asked her, "Well, do you think that the Wendy's employees saw it as a prank?" And she's like, "Well, I mean, how could you not think something was a prank? Seriously, like, okay,
it's a gator.
Yes,
what's wrong with you?
It can actually kill you, but there's that." So then they say he had no other criminal history other than traffic tickets. That's not a shock. So now but because he was charged with assault with a deadly weapon with intent to do less than murder.
Felony.
Yeah, his mama is upset. She's like,
good for her.
She's like, I don't get it.
I'm glad she's upset.
Well, she thinks that he is being.
You should fix this. He's 24 years old. He's an adult. Get over it, Mama.
Who throws a gator through a window at 24? And she's like, she basically saying everybody's overreacting. So then they, believe it or not, now this is weird. They issued a $6,000 bail, and he was ordered to stay away from all animals other than the family dog, to include all reptiles.
I understand that.
Yeah. And he hasn't gone, obviously there's been no trial yet, but what a total moron. It's all kinds of dumb.
Let's eat up.
Yes. When we come back, Rayford, I'm going to show you this picture on the while we're in our commercial break, because you got to see this.
You're live in local Real Talk. Don't go away. There's more to come.
It's Cool Bobby B. Jacksonville, Onslow County, and beyond. You have found the official station for the Doo-Wop Stop. Heard Saturday nights, 7 till 10, right here on Freedom 97.1 WSME, and worldwide at WSME971.com. Join me as we play the absolute best and greatest doo-wop songs of all time. Saturday night, 7 till 10. Get connected now at doowopstop.com.
Does your big dog sound like this? Does it look about the same? Then take your big dog to Bill's Cycle Salvage.
This is Captain America. I'm Billy.
Now, we never said Bill was a sane man. But he sure has some cool stuff like leather chaps, vests, and jackets.
Oh, I've got a helmet.
Accessories for you and your bike, saddlebags, seat jewelry, keychains.
These ain't no pork chops. These are U.S.
Bill can even order customized items.
I think I'll order kidneys because I left mine out there on the road somewhere.
Magazines, videos, t-shirts, ball caps. Come on into Bill's Cycle Salvage, 921 Marine Boulevard. Everyone is welcome.
Troublemakers.
Bill's got plenty of accessories to make your big dog look like a big dog. Sure, you can buy the parts at Bill's for Harley and try to fix it yourself, but
You've got to ask yourself one question. Do I feel lucky? Well, lose your bunk.
Bill's Cycle Salvage, 921 Marine Boulevard, for the Harley enthusiast.
That's what it's all about.
Mother's Day is Sunday, May 14th. In case you forgot, so make the mother in your life feel extra special with a gift from Barnes Diamond Gallery, 461 Western Boulevard, Suite 120, Jacksonville. All Mother's Day, jewelry has been reduced with huge discounts, especially for mothers. You are guaranteed to find the perfect Mother's Day gift at Barnes Diamond Gallery. Barnes Diamond Gallery has a lovely selection of earrings, pendants, bracelets, necklaces, watches, and Mother's Day rings to choose from. In addition, Barnes Diamond Gallery has loose diamonds, emeralds, and pearls. With an in-store jeweler, Barnes Diamond Gallery can custom design a special and unique piece just for you. Being family-owned and operated for 40 years, mothers and grandmothers grew up with Barnes Diamond Gallery. So why not remember them this Mother's Day, Sunday, May 14th, with a gift from Barnes Diamond Gallery, 421 Western Boulevard, Suite 120, right here in Jacksonville. Remember, Barnes Diamond Gallery pays top prices for gold, sterling silver jewelry, sterling flatware, and diamonds. Happy Mother's Day from Barnes Diamond Gallery.
Have you gotten your copy of Topsail Times newspaper this week? If not, did you know that Topsail Times is Topsail area's only local newspaper in print? Started a little over a year ago, we now have over 1,500 online subscribers and 5,000 printed copies that go out every 2 weeks. And we never charge our readers. Information should be free to our readers, and we stick by that. Looking for an idea for date night? Want to learn some local history? How about asking a veterinarian about your pet? These things and more are available in each copy of the Topsail Times newspaper. Want to get the word out about your business? We offer great rates for full color ads, and the online paper version is always included for free. Need help designing the perfect ad? We can do that too. We're always looking for human interest stories, so start writing. And we love local photos too. Check out our website at topsailtimes.net, where you can find out where to pick up a copy or check out our latest publication online.
The best deal for the grill is at Jones LP Gas and Oil Company each Friday. Every Friday from 8 a.m. till closing at 5, Jones LP Gas and Oil Company will fill your 20-pound LP gas grill cylinder for only $11. You heard that right. Each Friday till closing, you can have your 20-pound LP gas cylinder filled for only $11 at Jones Gas and Oil Company, 3881 Wilmington Highway in heart of Verona. In addition to saving money on your LP gas for the grill, Jones Gas and Oil is your full-service gas and oil company serving residential, commercial, and agricultural gas and oil needs, as well as gas appliances, LP replacement, parts, fill cylinders, and tankless water heaters, and they offer a 10% military discount on installation. Remember to get that cylinder filled every Friday until closing for only $11. Jones Gas and Oil Company, 3881 the Old Wilmington Highway, Verona. Phone 910-346-6384.
It's live and local. Real Talk on Freedom 97.1.
Having worked drugs as your husband did for his career, you run across some of the dumbest of the dumbs. And there's a reason they call that product that they sell dope.
Yeah.
Is because they are dopes.
I showed you this shirt.
And there's one guy, he's 50 years old.
Yes, in
and
Florida.
He's a meth dealer, right?
Yep.
And T-shirt read.
His T-shirt. This is like
when they arrested him and when they did his mugshot.
Yes. He's wearing a black T-shirt with white lettering because there's words written on it. In all capital letters, across the front, across the chest of the shirt, it says, "Who needs drugs?"
Yeah. In other words, if you need some drugs, see me.
Because underneath it, in lowercase letters, but with the, so seriously, I have drugs. That's how he got caught. Was total moron.
Why don't you just raise a flag and say, "Come arrest me because I'm stupid"?
And so someone saw it, walked up to him, asked him if he had drugs. He's like, "Yes, read my shirt." And he literally said, "Read my shirt." And they called the police, which, they're like, this idiot, because he was in like a store and he was, sure enough, trying to sell meth, and he had it on him. He was charged with one count of possession of methamphetamines and another count of possession of marijuana, because he had marijuana on him too, of not more than 20 grams. But he's trying to sell his meth, and he said, his shirt's Ray, for you.
One of the guys, we called him Big Tom because he was 6'7", I think, 6'7" or 6'8". We had two cops there at Carolina Beach at the time. One was 6'7", one was 6'8". And he was not on duty, but he was wearing a ball cap that said police on it, Carolina Beach Police, But he was standing at a place, and a guy he overheard talking behind him, didn't see his front, and said he was talking to another guy about, some drugs. So Tom turns his ball cap around backwards, turns around, says, "Yeah, you got some? I want some." And the idiot sold it to him.
Oh my word. Oh my word. I love it.
You got to laugh at these things.
You have to, because sometimes there is just a bunch of people are just eat up with dumb sometimes. One more very quick one. In Fargo, North Dakota, I don't think we've had a North Dakota story ever.
I didn't know there
So it happened, I think it was last year, but it was in May. So a girl named Blair Witten was at a funeral. Well, let me back up. Her ex-boyfriend died.
Oh.
He died of complications from some kind of surgery. Okay.
Yeah.
But they had been broken up for some time, and she harassing him, his family. He had a new girlfriend, the whole 9 yards. She showed up at the funeral, and the ex-girl or the current girlfriend tried to run crazy, I think. And the police were called, and she was just trying to run over everybody, telling everybody she killed him, and like all kinds of social media posts, but he didn't. He died from, surgery complications.
Yeah.
Well, then she got mad again so they arrested her, and because they found out prior to this incident, a few weeks prior, someone had taken at a Catholic church in Fargo, spray painted a statue of Jesus.
Oh no!
Turns out it was her. At Jesus.
She's a Looney Tune.
Yes, and so they arrested her for trying to kill people at a funeral and defacing Jesus. She's kind of dumb too. Yeah,
She's eat up with dumb.
very much so.
All right.
So that's our dumb crook for today.
It's a good dumb crook
It was
day.
good today. Yes.
Thank you guys for listening, and I hope you have a great weekend. And to all the moms out there and the future moms out there, those of you who may be pregnant for the first time,
Yep.
Happy Mother's
Happy
Day
Mother's
in
Day.
advance.
Yes.
And we do appreciate all of our moms, those who've gone on before us, and those who are out there. My daughter is a mom. And my wife, she has adopted Candy as her
Yep,
daughter.
that's right.
So
Yep.
she is her daughter.
She's a mom. Yep.
And all the little doggies out there who have moms.
Yes.
So
yes.
anyway,
Absolutely.
coming up right after Fox News break this week, Chris Rayner and Sports Talk crew, they're at the National Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram group on Marine Boulevard up here near Pumpkin Center.
Yep.
And Chris' guest today is Robert Farley, who can be one of the most hated people in the world because he's a referee.
Oh, poor
A
guy.
high school
Yeah. I wouldn't
referee.
want that job. yeah.
You're not going to make everybody
No.
happy.
Mm-mm.
Half of the people watching, half the team members watching, are going to hate you. The other half going to
true.
love you.
Yeah.
And then it may switch around the next call.
Yep.
So that's going to be happening coming up next, right after Fox News break. Then about 10 minutes after, going to have another daily dose of the D's with Rick D's,
That's
spinning
good.
all those cool sounds. He also has some really cool stuff, little trivia things that he does every day. He's always very interesting. The little bits of pieces of information that he
Okay.
comes out with. It's great to hear him. And then at 3:00 this afternoon, oh my goodness gracious, our little buddy Hollywood continues spinning
Yes.
all the records that we grew up with, and even before I was listening to some of them. You're live and local, Real Talk, Freedom 97.1, 1120 a.m. WSME. Lee is testing negative, so it looks like Lee will be back on Monday. Happy early birthday to you, my dear.
Thank you. Thank you.
Anniversary of your birth. And we will end Mother's Day the same time. And
Yep.
some of us will be back on Monday.
Mhm.
Kelly won't
I'll
be
be
one
back
of us.
Tuesday.
She'll be
Nope.
back on Tuesday.
Yep.
Have a great weekend, y'all. It's shaping up to be a beautiful one.
WSME, Camp Lejeune, WJ, Jacksonville.
Fox News, I'm CJ Papa. Marine veteran Daniel Penny surrendered earlier this